everyone, welcome back. It's Katy here, art director from Boys and Girls Clubs of Dorchester, and today I'm here to do a DIY project with you. DIY means do it yourself, so that's when you create something that you could normally purchase at a store at home. Today we're going to work on DIY spa products. I want to create a sugar-based body scrub with you guys. So we only need a few ingredients to create this, and then you guys will have an awesome body scrub to use in the shower or the bath. Before we get started, you're going to need to run and grab your materials. For this project, we're going to need the following ingredients. You're going to need some type of oil. I'm using coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil at home, you can use olive oil, you could use almond oil, you could use avocado oil, any type of oil that you have at home that you would normally use to cook with. You're also going to need sugar. I'm using brown sugar for this recipe. If you don't have brown sugar at home, you could use regular white sugar as well. I'm going to use cinnamon. If you don't have cinnamon at home, just skip this part. And some vanilla extract. Again, if you don't have vanilla extract at home, that's okay. You don't need all these ingredients. You really only need the sugar and the oil. And then I'm also going to use some honey. Once you have your ingredients, you need to grab a couple tools. You're going to need a measuring spoon. It doesn't really matter what measurement it is right now because depending on the size of your container, your measurements might be slightly different than mine, but it doesn't really matter because we're not going to bake this. So as long as you have a good consistency at the end, that's really all that matters. And then you're going to need a container. So I'm using this container, which was like an old Lush product. Okay. So it's about 4 ounces, I would say. But if you have something smaller, that's okay. If you have something bigger, that's also okay. If you have a mason jars are great. I just don't have any empty mason jars right now. This is actually a body scrub that I made a few months ago. So this one I used cinnamon, brown sugar, and avocado oil. The last thing that you guys need to grab is something to mix with. So if you just have a regular spoon at home or a fork or a popsicle stick, that will work. Once you have all of your ingredients, we're going to start adding them into our container. So we're going to work right in our container. If you're using coconut oil when it's room temperature is pretty hard. So we're going to have to melt it a little bit if you're using coconut oil. So what I would do is scoop some of your coconut oil out of the jar and put it into your container. We want to fill it about halfway. If you're just using olive oil or avocado oil or vegetable oil or any of those which are liquid at room temperature, you're just going to pour it right in about half, fill it up about halfway. So the thing about oils is that they're really moisturizing. So when you're using your body scrub, you're moisturizing your body at the same time that you're exfoliating. So once you filled your little cup up about halfway, you want to put it in the microwave. I'd start with like 20 seconds at first and then check on it and see how it looks. Perfect. So 20 seconds melted this down to the perfect consistency to work with. So now that you've taken it out of the microwave and it's more of a liquid, so you can easily mix it. Oopsies, making a mess. You're gonna add in your sugar. So your sugar is going to be the ingredient that exfoliates your skin. So exfoliate means to rub off or get rid of any dead skin. So especially in the winter time, we get all really dry. Using a body scrub in the shower to exfoliate that dead skin off and to help moisturize, to renew your skin's surface and reveal soft skin beneath. So you're just gonna fill pretty much the rest of your cup. Leave about a 1/2 inch on top so that when you're mixing, you're not making a huge mess and it's not overflowing. We can add in more sugar as we mix it. So I just added my sugar into my coconut oil and I'm mixing it with my spoon. Keep mixing, keep mixing, keep mixing. All right, so I mixed all that in and there's still a little bit of space. So I'm gonna fill a little bit more of my container with sugar, mix it in. If your brown sugar that you're using is really, really hard, you can put a little bit of water on it, like put it in a bowl and sprinkle a little bit of water on it, and that helps to soften it, because sometimes it's really hard to mix. All right, so now I'm going to take a little bit of cinnamon. Probably, cinnamon is a really strong spice, so I wouldn't do more than like a half a teaspoon. Go ahead and add that into your container. And if you have vanilla extract, you can add that in now too. And these are just going to add a little bit of fragrance to your scrub. I don't know about you guys, but I love when things are like vanilla scented at Bath and Body Works. So just 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract is great. And just go ahead and mix that in. And then the last thing that you can add if you have it at home is honey. Honey is a really good product to use on your skin. It's a little sticky, but once you mix it in, it'll be great. So I did a 1/2 teaspoon of honey. So I filled my little cup about halfway with the coconut oil, and then I filled the rest of the space up with my brown sugar. And then I added 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of honey. And once you mix it all up, you'll be able to see if it seems a little liquidy, add some more sugar. I like mine to be a little bit more gritty. I feel like it does a better job exfoliating your skin. Some people like theirs a little more moisturizing. So if you're the type of person who really likes like a good exfoliating scrub, you want to add a little more sugar than oil. If you're somebody who really likes the moisturizing aspect of it, then add more oil than sugar. Really mix it up. And then when you're done mixing it, should look something like this, and it should feel like you're rubbing sand on your hands. So you just rub it in your hands and you rinse it off, and then you are exfoliated and moisturized. And then if you have sticker labels at home, or even if you just have plain paper, you can draw a label to put on this that's says what exactly it is. So I like to put everything that's in it. So I would write brown sugar, coconut, honey, cinnamon, scrub. That way I know what ingredients are in here. And you can also decorate it with a cute picture. All right, guys, thanks for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm actually going to be back next week with another DIY spa product because self-care is everything right now. We need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, we're taking care of our bodies, we're taking care of our mind and our soul and our spirit. So making sure that we maintain good hygiene and self-care is going to be really important the next few weeks while we're home. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.